filles. Ga u zitten. You can be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, I hereby open the public meeting of the Examination Committee for Data Science and Engineering. My name is Johan Lukkien. I'm the Dean of the Department of Mathematics and Computer Science, and that's where this program is part of. It's a pleasure to welcome you and the candidates here to this graduation event. Actually, this is a postponed event from December last year, and all of a sudden we had to go back into lockdown. It was quite unfortunate, but we are glad that we can have it now. We are, as a department, proud on these students. We have two graduation events today. We had, in a few weeks, we will have a few more of these graduation events. So lots of students, and we are very proud of them and what they achieved. We offer them a rich variety of courses and give them excellent teachers. And they also did a challenging graduation project, and we believe that they are now ready for the next, which is typically finding a job or going further into science or starting your own business. I hope that you enjoyed the program that you followed. Well, I see some nodding, so that's a good sign. Well, let's go to the official part. The Examination Committee for Data Science and Engineering has assessed the work of the following candidates: Kartik Bargaf, Irma van der Brand, Michael van der Veen, Wio Wu, who I think is not here today, unless, okay. Rehan Vazal, Jules van Toor, and Yuri Maas. Ladies and gentlemen, candidates, Masters of Science, I'm pleased to say that you all have passed your exams and will therefore receive your diploma, or already have received your diploma, some of you. And this entitles you to use the title Master of Science, or the Dutch ingenieur. Next, the graduation advisors or their replacements will hand over the diplomas along with a short speech. Actually, some of you already have your diploma, so that will just be the speech and the hoodie. I will not further introduce them one by one. The screen will show the names of the next. And with that, I will call Kartik Bargaf and his advisor, Dr. Kwakkebuur.
Dear Kartik, congratulations for obtaining your master's degree. Here you are. So, Kartik worked on models for remaining useful life prediction of lithium-ion batteries. His project was conducted in cooperation with the Dutch research institute TNO. Remaining useful life prediction is a task of quantifying how long a lithium-ion battery can still function properly. This is done by a model using certain attributes of a given battery, such as the number of charging cycles, to make a prediction. In Kartik's project, machine learning approaches were investigated, where lifetime data about various batteries are used to create the model. Remaining useful life prediction is valuable, for example, because it can help avoid dangerous situations, such as battery fires caused by batteries being used after they have degraded. The task is hard because there are different types of batteries which are used in different ways and circumstances, such as for highway or city use, and the model should be robust against these variations. Therefore, machine learning techniques are used. They try to capture the key features of various batteries' attributes over their lifetime, so that they can deal with any specific type. Kartik faced an important challenge: limited data availability. The plan was that TNO would provide Kartik with a reasonably large data set, but it turned out that the data set of only 8 batteries was available, and only after the project had already started. Kartik flexibly dealt with this situation. He collected various online battery degradation datasets to be able to get his analysis started. But all of these individually were rather small as well. He investigated various classes of machine learning models to see which perform best when learned on small data sets. Kartik, you were also affected by the coronavirus pandemic. It caused administrative delays that forced you to wait and wait and wait before getting granted access to TNO systems and data. You dealt with that with a, to me, surprising calmness. This calmness was present throughout the rest of the project and helped give me, actually, confidence that you would overcome the challenges that you faced. It was a pleasure supervising you and accompanying you on your path. So again, Kartik, my sincere congratulations with your graduation. I wish you success in your future endeavors. Here you go. So, I'm here in place of Vladimir Minkowski, who made a speech for you, which I'm going to give. Dear Irma, congratulations on your graduation. You have graduated with a cum laude, a great success. Congratulations again. For your final graduation project, you worked on interpretable machine learning, specifically for analysis of genomics data. Artificial intelligence and machine learning have brought advancements to many different fields of science and industry. This trend shows no sign of slowing down. However, there are still important challenges for massively adopting these techniques. Specifically, one of the main challenges is the lack of interpretability of machine learning models. In other words, for most applications, we need to answer questions such as, why has the model made a certain prediction? Or what would it take for the model to change its prediction? In this project, your project, you needed to bring your computer science and data science skills to a domain of biology, and more specifically, bioinformatics and genomic data analysis. This all happened during a global pandemic where understanding genomic data contributed to novel vaccine development. This further highlighted the possible impact of artificial intelligence, but also the importance of understanding the technology and interpreting its predictions. Working during the pandemic was, of course, a personal challenge for everyone, but I think it was particularly hard for people that had to focus on individual projects. Nevertheless, you rose to this challenge admirably and developed a highly valued solution. Great work. During the project, you've demonstrated a positive attitude and impressive perseverance. Certainly traits that will guide you towards success in the future. However, one of your characterizing traits is staying persistently dedicated to your goals. I have no doubt that you will continue to face and overcome challenges in the future, whatever you decide to do next or are doing already. To sum it up, it was a great pleasure working with you during your internship and graduation project. Congratulations again, Irma, and success in future challenges. Here you go. So, I'm here in place of Dr. Natalia Sidorova, and so I will give her speech. This speech will be in Dutch, because as I understand, the supervision was done in Dutch. And I also understand that you've already received your diploma. Yeah. Good. Beste Michael, in november 2020 mailde je me en vertelde dat je interesse had in projecten waar je process mining aan textuele data zou kunnen toepassen. Je hebt zelf initiatief genomen en een afstudeerplek gevonden bij Deloitte. Samen hebben we een project gedefinieerd waarin je technieken ging ontwikkelen om procesmodellen uit juridische teksten te extraheren. Je Je hebt het meteen duidelijk gemaakt dat je heel doelgericht werkt en het beste uit jezelf wilt halen. Je wilde minimaal een 9 voor je project kunnen krijgen. En je hebt me nog voor het begin van je afstudeerproject gevraagd of het mogelijk zou zijn om een wetenschappelijke publicatie op basis van je project te krijgen. Dat was zeker mogelijk. Want je ging aan een belangrijk en innovatief onderwerp werken dat veel wetenschappelijke uitdagingen in zich had. We hebben doorgesproken wat je moet doen om je doelen te bereiken en je ging ervoor. Je was niet bang voor uitdagende technische vraagstukken en je hebt laten zien dat je ook je soft skills helemaal in orde zijn. Je hebt veel contact met je collega's bij Deloitte gehad om domeinkennis te vergaren die je voor je project nodig had en om je resultaten van je werk te evalueren. Je hebt veel goede eigenschappen die in je werk helpen. Je wordt niet bang voor grote hoeveelheden werk. Je gaat het werk gewoon goed structureren en plannen. En dan werk je bewust volgens je plan. Je past je plan zo nodig aan, maar ook dat doe je bewust. Je hebt je doelen bereikt. Aan het einde van je afstudeerproject kwam er een mailtje dat het artikel, op basis van je resultaten van je werk, geaccepteerd is bij de internationale conferentie Legal Knowledge and Information Systems. En je kreeg een 9,5 voor je afstudeerproject. Je bent cum laude afgestudeerd. Een heel mooie prestatie. Gefeliciteerd met je diploma en heel veel succes met je carrière.
We hebben begrepen dat meneer Boe niet aanwezig is. Dan gaan we verder met de volgende.
Good afternoon to everyone.
So, first of all, Rehan, congratulations to your master's degree in data science and engineering. Rehan, we met during advanced process mining and a seminar, and especially during the seminar, you already showed really deep interest in applying advanced machine learning and AI techniques to recommend how processes should be executed. Right? For example, recommending what kind of diagnostic test should be next executed to better treat the patient. So you approached me that you also would like to do a project in this space. And this is a really difficult topic, well, both in itself, but also because, well, lots of people have looked into predicting from past data what a good recommendation is for a case, but that doesn't already mean it's a good one for the particular situation. And everybody who has done so always only evaluated quantitatively, which means you count the errors. Well, but different errors count differently, right? If you recommend to send another notification to a patient, that doesn't matter. If you recommend to skip an X-ray scan or have an extra one, that does matter. So the contents matters. So we broke our heads about it just already at the beginning of the project, what it actually should be about. And we figured that the first thing we should be doing here is to explain what such a prediction model is, just to get insights into it. And it should be in a way that somebody who has no technical expertise would be able to do this. Now, the problems began because nobody had built such a system. There were these models, but there were no dashboards, nothing that could do this. And we even didn't know what a good explanation would be. So I think that that was quite overwhelming for you in the beginning, it's safe to say. But nevertheless, you had exactly the right mindset and skill set to do this, because you approached this just from the let's build and try out and improve from there. You had an amazing skill set in terms of piecing together and finding the latest technologies, both in machine learning as well as in building dashboards. And I think whenever we met, you had gone through 2 implementation cycles, showing me a lot of new features, and I think we needed 1 hour in every meeting just to go through what you've done and structure this into something that kind of could take you to the next step. And I think all next to this, you also did like 3 exams. So there was a tremendous amount of work. And along the way, we both learned a lot. And in the end, you achieved the first real process prediction dashboard in this discipline that really uses a very complex state-of-the-art prediction model that's highly accurate, and at the same time uses many different ways of showing to a non-technical user what this model was doing. The user could even play around with the model and simulate it, right? Something that we haven't done and seen before. So in short, it's an amazing result, and I still have to find the time to turn this into a paper. It was amazing to see someone like you, who is so technologically fluent and can pull in effortlessly different modern technologies to build something really novel in a well-working whole. So these are the skills for the next generation of machine learning engineers. Amazing traits, and I wish all the best for your career with this. Congratulations. Jules, you already have your diploma, but nevertheless, congratulations to your degree. Well, we also met during advanced process mining, but when you approached me, you were really open. I won't do anything with processes, right? So when I looked at the topic list, right, so pretty much anything we had on the website, you said, I'm up for it. And then I gave you an assignment that was really odd from the perspective of a process. Because instead of studying, for example, how to best treat a patient or handle a loan application, I gave you the assignment of studying traffic jams and processes. So you can imagine in a baggage handling system where many bags go through, if some conveyor belt stops, then this queues up and it kind of propagates forward. We've seen that in baggage handling systems, but we didn't know whether such traffic jams would also exist in other kinds of processes, like hospitals or loan application processes. And I wanted to know whether they exist there and whether the existing techniques we have could be applied. Now, also that was quite a challenge, it's safe to say, because we had no idea what the loan application traffic jam even looks like. But I told you to find them. So, and I think that was quite challenging the first few months because you had to figure out 3 essential skills of a data scientist. Working with the data, what's in it, designing algorithms to find something in the data and figure out what exactly is the problem you're supposed to solve, right? What does this traffic jam even look like? I think it's fair to say like 3 months went into this, but you persevered and you succeeded due to an outstanding quality of yours. You were very thorough, but also very pragmatic in many ways of implementing things. So in the end, you did find these traffic jams. Well, they were not the ones that I expected, but these were the ones who were there, and you could convince me. And you could even show that certain ways of working that show up in these traffic jams make the process slower or less effective, which is an insight that we didn't have before in such kinds of processes. It's a great finding, and as before, I still have to turn this into a publication, but it is of that quality. Altogether, this shows you had fantastic qualities as a well-rounded data scientist and an analyst, and I think that's the space where you're going for. So analyzing problems and implementing working solutions. You have everything it needs, and I wish you great success in this career. You already have your diploma, so congratulations with the diploma. I'm here on behalf of Joaquin, but before I read Joaquin's speech, some short words from me, because you and Irma, you're one of the first generation of our data science students starting 2016. And you're also the first students I ever had as a first-year student see through all the 5 years. So it's great to see you both arrive at the end of your journey. And one of the big compliments I want to make to both of you on behalf of your entire generation is that what you did as first generation paved the way for data scientists at this university. So you've done a fantastic job in setting the scene. Thank you so much for this. Now to your project. Dear Yuri, congratulations on getting your degree, and I hope that you are enjoying this special day. I also very much enjoyed working with you on your thesis. You were always very thorough and precise, not afraid to think outside the box, and always eager to learn new things to realize your goals. This is also clear in your thesis, which is one on the hard topics of unsupervised deep learning. For the audience, Yuri did his thesis at Bosch in Tilburg, and his challenge was about detecting small defects in small metal components in modern vehicle engines. This is a task that can be solved with deep learning models, but such systems typically require a large amount of labeled data to train them, right? So where are defects, where they're not. But this is hard to get in this case, since such defects are very rare. Hence, Yuri had to think of clever ways to train these models using much less data. You have probably heard about deep fake images and videos where AI is used to create fake images of people. Yuri's clever solution was to create fake images of these small metal components with defects, which are realistic enough to train another model to detect such defaults when they occur in real life. It's such a great example of using AI for doing good things. In this case, to avoid any dangerous car accidents. Doing this well, of course, is not trivial. And you had to experiment a lot with different small variations of these models. You even went the extra mile and employed meta-learning to learn across different kinds of defects to further improve your model while having very little training data. What I remember most of all is that you are very tenacious. Even if things take longer than expected or are more complex than foreseen, you strap yourself in and work very hard to really understand the problem and find solutions. The depth of your experiments also provided very useful insights. This is inspiring for future research, but also very inspiring for the company to really use these models in practice. You can be proud of this achievement. I can't wait to hear what your next challenge will be, and I'm sure that we can expect great things to come. Congratulations from Joaquin and from me.
Next, I ask the chairman of our study association, Gewis, Sander de Wit, for a short speech.
So, dear no longer students, family members, friends, it's good to see you all here. I'm happy that I'm able to congratulate all of you in person today. So I'm the chair of Gewis, the Study Association for Mathematics and Computer Science within our department. As I've just heard, some of you already started the data science bachelor year, so it might be time to start inviting Pattern to these ceremonies soon. But I'm here on behalf of Gewis. Obtaining your master's degree is something you've worked very hard for. It required a lot of studying, motivation, perseverance. For you, maybe even more than others, since it was obtained during a pandemic. And it's something you can be really proud of to receive this paper. You can be proud of yourself, your family can be proud of you, and I'm proud of you on behalf of Gewis. At this moment, you are at the beginning of a new chapter of your life, and I'm really curious what someone will tell about you in a speech maybe some 40 years from now. So the only thing left for me to do is to congratulate all of you once more with this wonderful achievement and wish you the best of luck with everything that comes next.
Thank you. Practical note, you all received a TUE hoodie from your supervisor. But in case of the wrong size, you're welcome to change it at the CSA desk. With reference to the words of the previous speakers and on behalf of the Department of Mathematics and Computer Science, I would like to congratulate you and your family on your degree and wish you every success and good fortune in your future careers. The scientific degree of master has duties as well as rights, and as a holder of this degree, you are committed to standards of scientific integrity. These are trustworthiness, intellectual honesty, openness, independence, and societal responsibility. These standards are described in more detail in the Netherlands Code of Conduct for Scientific Research, for research integrity, and in the Eindhoven Code that's derived from it. You also have duties towards society. You must be clear about the boundaries of your own expertise. You must communicate honestly and independently about the results of your work, including potential risks associated with it. You are committed to the ethical codes for research and design involving human subjects or animals. These are serious words. It's also very serious matters. I think we see that specifically these days. But today is a very joyful day, I think. So you all received your diplomas, and well, I wish you and your family and friends a very nice continuation of the day. Before we close, I want to point out how we go further. So after I close the ceremony, we are going to take a picture. The photographer will lead us in this way. And well, after that, you also, while we're doing the picture, you can also take pictures from that side, I think. The reception is upstairs, so there's drinks up there, but of course you can stay around here and talk to each other and congratulate each other. With that, I close this ceremony.